This is very just a little of a early preview, I guess you should call it. I decided to join in on some of the practice that some of the guys are doing over the week. Don't be surprised, Chivers, I'm looking at you here, if some people get disqualified today, as Sano gets his lap underway with a bit of a slide there. But yeah, this track very harsh on track limits, so that'll be something the drivers want to watch out for today. But actually go on board with Sano, firing it into turn 1, gets the apex in nicely. He doesn't quite go on the power early enough, I believe. He puts it into 4th gear, a bit hesitant there, but overall pretty good first few corners. The curb isn't really something that you want to use here, it kills a bit of your speed going into 5th gear in the double right-hander. Always painful on track limits this one. Sano gets it nicely coming up to the first sector of 26.9. So for Q1 not too bad, 2nd gear for the hairpin, pretty decent exit. Braking just about where the curb is on the right-hand side where it starts, shifting into the 3rd gear a bit there, doesn't quite maximise the apex, nicely hitting that one. Braking just after the white line for this left-hander, always a painful one. You want to kind of drag it out a little bit, kind of going out of track limits, but managing to keep his lap legal. 54.3 for the 2nd sector. Excuse me, I feel like I've got a cold recently. Going into 6th gear for the high-speed right-hander, very close on track limits there as well. Bit of a snap through the high-speed left, and then into the final corner, hitting the sausage guard, which you don't want to do, who might run out of ERS before the line as well. So not a brilliant start for Sano, but he kicks us off with a 122.2. Pretty decent. Next car to the line is JJ, one of our recent additions to the no assist grid, and he goes P2 on a 24.4, 2.2 seconds away from Sano. Next car to the line will be that guy. On the medium tyre, which personally I don't quite understand, as I've always said, that guy goes into P2, and Ryan goes into P1 with a 21.7. Haas next to the line, that is probably Adamski, starting a lap. Mercedes on an AlphaTauri. Mercedes of TD goes into P2 with 121.8. And then comes the Ferrari of JohnJohn. And where's JohnJohn going to go? Of course, it's P1. 21.1 for JohnJohn, 6/10 ahead of the rest of the field. Dear Lord. Padge for race win. Anyone else is cheating? Wiggles. I wish it could be that way. The thing is, right? Coming into this race, JohnJohn has a 93-point gap to Joseph, who isn't racing. So the championship connotations, as they stand, are that if JohnJohn wins, I believe he takes the championship with 113 points left on offer. And after today... Oh, hold on, no. 425s is 100, 4 fastest laps is 104, 1 sprint race is 112. Excuse me. So if JohnJohn scores 19 points, he will win the title, I believe. Torpedo John and Jobs Gooden. But I don't want to promote straight lining people, nor caveating people, but speaking of China, just had the race there this weekend. But yeah, no, you're not wrong, but it's not something that we like to see, of course, but oh well. Needs must. No, I can't be saying that as a streamer. Oh dear. Right. Who else is coming up to the line? There's a Red Bull on the lap, I believe. No, it's Corgi on an outlap. JohnJohn coming into the pits. Who is that? That's Padge. Right on off board with Padge, shall we? Flying through turn 2. Keeps it in 5th gear there. Interesting choice. I've personally found it actually the faster method, but Padge opting to use the higher gears right now. Doesn't use the... So there's actually a thing on this track with the ERS. You may have noticed some people running out before the line. the fastest way to keep your ERS is actually to turn it off in between that double right-hander. That's actually the fastest way to make sure you finish the lap with your ERS. So if we see people doing that, if we see the white line coming back up on the screen, as JohnJohn's retired in the pit lane, he feels he's safe. On a 121.1, I'm not currently surprised. But yeah, you can finish the lap with enough battery so that you actually gain like a tenth or two. It's genuinely mental. As we watch Padge coming up to the line now as well. Excuse the lag, please. I'm very sorry. I don't normally have this. 123.2 for Padge puts him up into P6, 7 tenths ahead of his teammate for this race, Adamski. Obviously, Padge being a reserve. Closest to the line is an angry Corgi who has invalidated ayahuasca starting a lap now. There is an Aston Martin I see on the mini-map, a SmallerSmiley on an outlap, JJ on an outlap, Greg, I think that is letting somebody go, and the Alfa Romeo of Novi who is on the lap. I can't remember, I don't think Novi's been very active recently. It's nice to see them back in the no assist division. But 55.0 for the middle sector. Not too bad. Some time in it, very close to track limits there. Looking like a good lap for Novi here. We'll see where it goes. And he's... I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. My laptop is having a laugh right now. I'm not able to see you much. Socks. Wait, no, that's not Socks. That's Redeemer. Excuse me. Socks is... What's Socks' username? I don't remember. Oh well. Yeah, good evening, Redeemer. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll be able to see you guys much. My laptop is having a meltdown right now. It's ayahuasca. Star of Silverstone puts up into P4 with still 7 people left to set their laps. CHIVERS, and up there Shout, DeflatedWee, also another one. Smaller on a lap, who has invalidated. Greg is on one now, 27.3 for the first sector. There's an Alfa Romeo off in the middle of sector 2. That is Novi, I believe that's probably on an in lap. As Sox goes very wide there. We'll go on board with, ride with Greg, shall we? Going through the left-hander now. Got to be careful of that Mercedes in front. Better not getting in his way. I think that's DeflatedWee. Yeah, it does well to get out of Greg's way there. 54.7, fastest on track for Greg. Let's take a safety shift into 6th and then 5th for the high-speed right-hander. That corner, this set of corners, actually, this final sector, is the most painful track for track limits I believe I've ever had. And I don't even do NA that often. But we'll watch Greg come to the line now. 23.1, not too bad for Greg there. Let John cook. He can win the championship today. So we will find out. And I'm going to continue eating my yakitori chicken. So excuse me for a few minutes. Just going to switch camera. Who's on the lap? Did I see that right? That Tomino was 6.5 seconds up. He's 11 seconds up now. On those I should probably bring up the tire graphic actually. Yes, he has invalidated. I don't believe I can show the race director, but people thinking that they don't need the mediums for this race when, in my eyes, the softs, you don't want to use them. We saw in real life, right? George Russell in the sprint. Bear in mind you have 3 times less of the fuel his soft tyres that he started on. It was a very unlucky cut there, Liam. But those soft tyres that he started on were dead by 3 laps in. That sprint race was what? 12 laps? 18 laps? Like, you seriously do not want to use the soft tyres today. Good evening, Johnny B. I hope you're well. Looking forward to the championship fight, I hope. TD retires in P3, and I think Ryan might probably want to do the same. It's unfortunate for some of these drivers who have invalidated already. They'll need to use another set of tyres just to set an actual lap. But, as is the pain of Qatar, unfortunately. Tracking well so far is Corgi. He's been improving a lot recently. Obviously me just seeing him from 82. It's nice to see people picking up the pace though. There's a... I can't tell what car that is. I think that's Top Gun going into turn 1, having just put it up into P4 with a 21.8, unless he's always been there, then in which case, excuse me. Corgi runs a little bit deep, keeps his lap valid. Excuse me, my English is not working very well today. Keeping it bravely pinned through the triple right-hander. We've had a few triple right-handers in the last couple of weeks. It's a little bit of a weird coincidence, huh? But Corgi running out of ERS, unfortunately, before the line won't help him. Oh, sugar. Excuse me, I just dropped my fork. But he does put himself up to P15. Slowest so far for the representative laps, but Qatar is arguably one of the hardest tracks to learn no assists. I think more experienced people than myself will tell you otherwise. But I've heard some people who are rather experienced also say that it's very hard, so maybe I'm not wrong. We'll go on board with DeflatedWee for a lap, shall we? Keeps it nice and high speed in 5th gear. Through turn 2. There's a bit of the curb. DeflatedWee is recently, he's been having some trouble with his tyre wear. So after the race, he likes to go and do his little, air quotes, science sessions. It's quite funny. We all like hearing him work, but hopefully he's found a bit of a magic formula. Excuse the lag, holy mother. 53.9 for deflated there. Not too bad overall. He says he's gone fastest in the middle sector, but I know for a fact that that is fastest on track. Quite close to being outside track limits there, but does have to back off a little bit to make sure he keeps it in. DeflatedWee will come out to the line soon, as we've had a couple of people retiring already. I don't think anybody who's stayed in now can make it to the line. DeflatedWee to the line, 21.8 EP5. Excuse me again. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a quiet one tonight. It's going to be a chaotic race, but it's going to be a quiet one. Go back to my chicken. Meat. Ayahuasca retires from session in the pit lane. I wonder who could possibly be on a lap. Corgi, I think that's his session done, and Flamingo Eagle as well, hasn't quite got a lap in. Chivers is on an out lap, he'll be pushing to make sure he can actually get round. Better not to spin or get your lap disqualified, Chivers, because that McLaren kindly gets out of the way. I think that's, yeah, that's JJ who I believe has just finished. No, he's going to be starting a lap. Don't know why JJ's letting him through. Chivers pushing all the way around the final corner. Flamingo Eagle is retired in the pit lane. I don't think... Who's not going to make it to the line? That Alfa Romeo. Who's that? That's Novi that's just crossed the line. He's in P10. That Haas has just come into the pits. That's Adamski. That Mercedes coming around now. That is DeflatedWee, who's finished his lap, coming into the pit lane now, going to retire in P5. The other Haas of Padge has come into the pits P13. Tomino to the line. He'll be coming to the line soon. Should actually go on board with him. Tomino's invalidated. Tomino is out. Tomino, who has had a mega comeback in the last couple of races, is out of Q1. I don't think that's a sentence many of us expected to be hearing. Chivers was on a 140... 40? Hello? 54.1. Coming towards the final corner now. Very close to track limits. Hasn't invalidated yet. We'll run out of ERS before the line. Where will this put Chivers? 20, 21... 21.9, as that is JJ to the line as well. I don't think JJ made that, but yeah, biggest story of Q1, Tomino is out. Yeah, JJ didn't quite get it there. 6 cents off Padge. Padge just barely squeaking through. I say that he had 6/10 in hand, but Tomino, both AlphaTauris in P19 and P18, the final two positions on the grid. Not a good start. For 16.5k in the early 2000s. And he sold it the year after. He is severely regretting that now. And I think you can all imagine that, because NSXs are worth so much these days. True gold mine. But yeah, Chivers will get us around for the first lap of Q2. I should get my numbers up. That would be a good idea, Willow. Takes fourth gear for turn 2. These are probably going to be on used tyres, actually, now that I think of it. It's not going to show it on the graphic. It's just going to show, oh, you've done 0 laps on this tyre in Q2. Looks to be a bit of a traffic jam into the final sector, I think that is. That's just a yellow flag or two. Chivers with a 27.2 in the first sector. Not brilliant. Doesn't quite match what he did in Q1. Gets it nice in for the left-hander though. Bit of a snap on the exit. Almost over the track limits, but keeps it in nice and tidily. For sector 3. 54.5 I think that was for the sector split. Excuse me, my brain is not working today. I guess it's going to be last to first then. Good luck, Tomino, mate. Yeah, you're going to have a bit of a challenge with that. As Chivers invalidates in the final corner. Unlucky for the man, but pushing too hard. We'll never know. 22.4. Next to the line. Champion-elect. He's had mega pace in practice. If he can replicate it, he'll be flying. A 20.8 kicks us off with the first valid lap in Q2. Next to the line will be TD starting a lap, and then Ryan, who puts it P2, a second and a half behind. Dear Lord, this man is going to run away with it. Sano puts it P3 on a 22.5. The other Ferrari, JohnJohn's teammate, fighting for the Constructors' title with Joseph not in the picture, I believe, for the rest of this season. That may get a bit more difficult for Mercedes, but gonna be an odd one. That guy, I think, invalidated as well, so he's gonna be starting another lap. Next car to the line will be it will be DeflatedWee, who's on an out lap. So then it will be Chivers, who's coming into the pits. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. JohnJohn is cooking. I agree. JohnJohn is very much cooking. He's cooking straight fire, dog. I'm gonna get someone to tell me never to say that again. That's the wrong Aston. Why is there nobody to spectate on a lap? TD's invalidated. There's an Alfa Romeo behind. I think that's socks. No, it was Novi on an in lap. No. Race practice? I don't know. As he's spun out the final corner, that is the spectator's curse. So Haas coming around the final corner, which is Padge, who's finishing his lap. He's run out of battery before the line, unfortunate for him. 23, ooh, close there on the timing screens. 22.8. JohnJohn's retired. He thinks he's safe. Wouldn't be surprised. He's on a 20.8 in Q2. Probably on a used set of tyres. Red Bull next to the line. That will be Ayahuasca, as I swear I just saw somebody going around. That's Ayahuasca starting a lap. There's the Alfa Romeo of Sox coming to the line to start, and then it will be not TD, it will be DeflatedWee. TD and Wee. What a name bearing. Deflated comes up to the line now. 21.8. Not far off that guy. He could minimise the damage that Joseph would have also had, but oh sugar, there goes my laptop. My laptop's turned off and my controller's fallen off of my chair. I don't know why my laptop is just having a stroke today. It's a bit weird. Over or under on a safety car this race? You always want to go over. Bro! Even without a safety car, right, you need about 3 laps to get to the end. Qatar is a fuel burner. Now excuse me while I eat my chicken. My controller's got entangled up, that's fun. Both Mercedes P3 and P4. Pretty good laps from them both, to be fair. They can replicate that in Q3. That'd be a golden opportunity for them. Let's hope their race pace is somewhat similar. There's a Haas coming to the line now. I think that might be Padge again. No, it is Adam. Adam to the line. 123.6. Doesn't. No, he does improve. He sets a lap this time, but it doesn't move out of P11, which I find mildly amusing. Top Gun's invalidated. There's Greg on an out lap. TD on an in lap. Excuse me, I'm eating. And my laptop is not working. I'm really hoping that you guys can actually hear me. If you can't hear me, then there may be a bit of an issue. But I'm gonna hope and pray to the Lord that it's not actually that bad. I don't know why, but my laptop is just being weird. Oh, you connected to the wrong Wi-Fi, that's why. You spoon. Oh, good. If you wouldn't mind, would you all kindly watch Greg while I go and find my Wi-Fi code? Thank you. Hello, I'm back. That took shorter than expected. Sorry, I'm a bit tired from all that running. Greg, unfortunately. Excuse me. Jesus. Coming into the pit lane. Fortunately, couldn't finish his lap. Novi has invalidated. Who's the other car on track? Top Gun. Ayahuasca, who's on an invalid lap as well. So at this stage, there's a bit of a lull point. There we go. Can't connect to this network. That's fun. I should come off of onboard. That would be a good idea. Jesus. Yeah, really sorry guys again. Won't be able to see you because my laptop is being spoonish. Come on. Connect, you moron. As we watch Top Gun going around. Top Gun's had some really good form as of late. Top 3 retiring, I'm gonna guess, as I was gone. Oh, for goodness sake, why can't you connect to this network? You plebeiathan. Oh dear. I'll need to get that checked before the next stream. TD's gone out for another lap. Bit surprising considering he is in P4. But to each their own, I guess. Ryan retires in P5. Top Gun. He's on a pretty good looking lap here. He's going to go through the final corner. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.3. Puts him up into P2. Good lap from Top Gun there. Now to the rest. Sano going to the line to start his lap. There's an Aston Martin of SmallerSmiley come to the line to start. There's a Haas behind of Adamski who is starting. There's a Ferrari of Greg who is starting. There's an Alfa Romeo of Socks who is starting. Why is everybody starting their laps? Ayahuasca coming to the line now to finish his lap. Dear Lord, that was an ordeal. Ayahuasca goes up into P4 on 21.7. This man, his form as of late is unreal. I think we can all agree that one. Chivers comes to the line now. I think he might put it P3. 19, 20, 21.5. He's P4. Next to the line will be the Alfa Romeo of Novi. 22.9. Moves himself up to P11. He hasn't got the battery to go again. So Novi might be in a bit of bother here. Padge has come into the bits. He's not going through. McLaren of Sano. 6 and 7. He's in the wall. Sano is in the wall. That is Sano's session over. Unless the cars behind don't improve. SmallerSmiley moves up into P6. He's the first to take the checker flag. There's a Ferrari comes to the line now. That is Greg. Can't see his delta and how much he's up by. It's 22.5. Sano is out. Could Greg yet be knocked out by Socks, though? No. Socks stays P15. He's only a 10th off Adam, to be fair. But that is your bottom 5. Unless Novi can pull out an insane one out of his bum. But yeah. That is your grid, everybody. That was an interesting session. I think we can all agree on that one. Hopefully those in the future can be just as interesting. And also, with only 4 races to go now, including this one, it could be that we start to talk about next season. Obviously with the changing game as well, that will be something to watch out for, see who adapts to the new game first, but that is your bottom 5 of Q2. Socks, Adam, Padge, Novi and Sano. Unfortunately, not making it through to Q3. But the season for NA will end on the 14th of May. So exactly 2 weeks before the fast pass for the game comes out. And 2 weeks in general before the game comes out. So that will be an interesting one to see. See what happened in the practice session. Johnny B, good evening. How are you? My laptop sorted itself since you were last here, so that's fun. I can actually see chat now. But, yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to continue my story. During the practice race that we had, just as a group, Johnny B, you will know because you were literally there for this. Chivers managed to get himself disqualified because of track limits penalties. See, last week also, Chivers got 27 seconds worth of penalties around Kota, which I didn't think was actually a track that was well known for track limits. So, hello, I'm okay, you're okay. I'm a bit tired because college. College exists. So yeah, I'm a bit tired, but I will live. You were laughing too much, you got a penalty yourself. Chivers coming around the final corner now. Excuse me if I seem a bit hyper, I've just had some yakitori chicken. It's not sugary, it's just spicy. That's why I've stood up. Chivers coming into the first corner now. Doesn't short shift to fifth, there's a bit of a traffic jam going up in the final corner. Dear word, English is failing me today. Holds it in sixth for a pretty long time there. Uses the curb on the left hand side. I don't actually think that gains you any time. It widens your corner, but you're going to be slowed down by it. Chivers with a 27.0 in the first sector. Not very consistent in the first sector, but excuse me, dear lord. I hope he does well, though. Hard to stay in limits. Yeah, it is very hard to stray in track limits. Am I alright? Yeah, it is very hard to stay in track limits. We've seen a couple people, most notably Tomino. Tomino got knocked out in Q1, and he's starting P18. So he's got some work to do, and he knows it. He said it in chat earlier. He was here in chat earlier. But Chivers having to take a slight lift before the final corner. That Aston, whoever that is actually really smart. As Chivers gets a massive slide out the final corner. Dear lord. He doesn't want to give the slipstream to SmallerSmiley behind as Chivers gets to start off with a 122.0. I wonder how much that would have gained Smaller having a bit of a toe coming onto the main straight. That is TD coming next to the line. He does 121.8. TD's had a bit of a break, but he seems to have come back strong. Ayahuasca gets us with a 121.1. That guy with a 121.1. And Top Gun with 121.6. Someone's overtired. Yeah, I did kind of go to bed at like 12:15. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. JohnJohn with a 20.6 banker. Dear lord. That would not have been ideal had that come to blows. Don't take that out of context. Where's Deflated? Deflated is not on a lap, so SmallerSmiley is the only one left to cross the line for the first time in Q3. Pretty nicely through the final corner. We'll ride on the offboard. Car 32 on that Aston Martin. British Racing Green. 21.7 for Smaller puts him up into P6. But, JohnJohn, that's a disgusting time. I agree. Actually, I can't say anything. My personal best at Qatar on no line is a 20.4, and my personal best online is a 20.0. And in my team is the world record holder at Qatar. That is a fact. His name is Zuti. Look him up. Everyone's going to be coming back into the pit lane here. But, this man, looking pretty set. With a 5/10 gap to the next car. His personal best that we've seen him do is a 20.3, and that's not even a joke. That would be, in fact, the quali record. The quali record, as of yet, was put in the chat this morning. It's a 120.495, and we're already, what, a tenth and a half off of that? Yep, tenth and a half. That is... oh no, 2/10. Ignore me. Yeah, that is a disgusting time. Disc Mustang. I can't joke. Retire now. He'd probably still get a pole, to be fair, but I think he wants that quali record. I don't actually know if he has one. Excuse me. I can, in fact, confirm that JohnJohn doesn't have a qualifying record. So I think he might be gonning. Gonning? Dear God. My brain is too math stout for today. It's just in maths mode. Does that make sense? English is failing me today. Johnny, help me. Somebody coming down the pit lane. There's two people coming down the pit lane. No, it's just one. Top Gun is already on the track. Is that Greg or is that JohnJohn? This man is insane. He's been here from essentially day one. I don't think he's even missed an F2 race, to be honest. We'll go with Top Gun for a bit. That's TD on an outlap. Looking to be a 121.6 for himself. He was, what, 0.2 up, did I just see? As he's gone over the track limits. I don't know if Top Gun is going to be able to go again. He's 0.5 up. I think he might keep pushing just to prove a point. Big snap there. He comes into the pit lane. I wonder how much his delta was. Could have put in P2, but at the moment it is actually Ayahuasca's in P2. JohnJohn has come out the pits for another lap. Ayahuasca currently not on the track, but he's coming out the pit lane now. SmallerSmiley, I think that is. No, SmallerSmiley's on the track. Ignore me. We'll go on the off-board with Greg. Anybody want to redeem qualifying on board for JohnJohn to see his disgusting pole lap? Shameless plug. It's TD starting his lap now, and also Ryan? Yes, that is. As Greg is coming up to the line now. 20, 21, 22.0 moves himself up into P8. And that is Chivers with another snap car around the final corner. And JONNYB, he's done it. Good timing that I saw that. We'll ride on board with JohnJohn. Opening the DRS nice and early. I think he turned his ERS on before the final corner, so he might just run out of the ERS. But you want to break around in and around the 150, excuse me, the 50 meter board. You can shift up into 5th before the exit. Use his 4th. You can do the same here. Pretty nicely through turn 1, 2, and 3. We'll see if he's up using the curb on the left. Get yourself nicely turned in for 4 and 5. He's done 26.4 in the middle sector. That's not his personal best that we've seen. Turn 6, the hairpin done nicely. Turn 7, always a painful one. Through turn 8 now, the little kink left, and then the kink right in turn 9. Braking zone just after the white line. It's turn 10, I believe this is, if I'm getting my corners all correct. Up into the high-speed right-handers of 11. It's 0.2 up, 11, 12, and finally 13. Coming into the high-speed left-hander of 14, gets it nicely through, doesn't invalidate on the exit. He's going to might actually pick up a tiny bit of a toe from that Williams in front. Is JohnJohn. He's going to come towards the line. 19, 20.3. Dear flipping Lord. This man is next level. There's a Mercedes coming towards the line. Now that's DeflatedWee. He's gone up into P4 on a 21.1. There's an Aston Martin comes to the line now. I think that's SmallerSmiley. He'll be coming towards the line soon. Ayahuasca's backs off, and Ryan, I think, is still going for it. Ayahuasca has retired on track. That one will have to go towards the stewards. SmallerSmiley coming towards the line now. 21.3 moves himself up into P7. Ryan has come into the pit lane. So that is your grid order. That is flipping dumb. I think we can all agree on that one. Dear Lord. Champion-elect has started his day off nicely. JohnJohn with a new pole record. Jesus. What is the man on? He is just doing something that everybody else isn't. And none of us understand it. It's genuinely stupid. Well then. So, that is your grid. JohnJohn in the Ferrari. Champion-elect starts his day off nicely with a P1. With a new quali record to boot. Ayahuasca only getting P2 by 100th in the end of it to Ryan. Ayahuasca with a brilliant performance today so far. DeflatedWee in P4, hoping to keep those Mercedes title hopes alive. That guy in P5, TD in P6 on his return to racing as of recent. SmallerSmiley P7, Chivers P8, Top Gun P9, and Greg in P10. That is genuinely the most mental lap I have ever seen somebody do outside of the world record, of course. Excuse me for a moment. We see nothing. We see nothing. I'm trying to get the grid order. Thank you. Right. This should be a fun one. The only thing that I hope that doesn't happen is just for JohnJohn to go screwing off and Verstappening this race. I would severely hate for that to happen. But knowing JohnJohn, that's going to happen anyway. Considering that most of his rivals are towards the back. If not, they're... I've got a thing. 10-10 when he's on form. Yeah, this is true, but we also haven't seen 10-10 race for a while. So, there's not really much way to tell. I've got a thing stuck in my brace. I can't get out. It's almost time for lights out. Oh no. Got it. 5 lights. IRL is underway. I don't know why, but I don't have any game audio. There we go. JohnJohn getting a good start. Ayahuasca losing out on the light into T1 to Ryan in the Alpine. He'll be looking to keep his place ahead of DeflatedWee in the championship. Chivers getting past Top Gun. We should turn on the thing. And the numbers as Deflated has got past Ayahuasca as well. DeflatedWee starting on the mediums, as has that guy. JJ on the soft, that's a brave call. Tomino already up from 18th to P14 as there's something going on in the background that I haven't been able to see. There's a McLaren and a Williams round. It's Chivers and Sano. Chivers and Sano unfortunately unable to get away from each other in the first part of the race. Greg and Tomino going side by side. Flamingo Eagles gained a lot from that. He's gone from P19 to P10. Amazing start from the AlphaTauri driver. But JohnJohn, champion-elect. Could we see it? I don't know why, but my game audio is being weird. Oh! That was a moment and a half for Deflated and Ryan there. The two drivers battling it out for P3 in the championship. Almost taking each other out. As Deflated will be going for the move on the inside of turn 1. He'll get there before the corner and he presumably will take the place on those mediums compared to the hards. And Deflated will now also go chasing after JohnJohn. Excuse me. It's fine on stream. That's good. I just can't hear it from myself. I think that was somebody going off in the background. Off of track limits. Yeah, as we were saying before the race, this is track limits hell, to say the least. That guy goes for a move on Ryan. Pretty clean one there. Nice diving move from that guy. He's been up into the top echelons of the no assist division as of late. Don't think he's quite made the podium. Maybe this is the race. DeflatedWee still chasing after JohnJohn, almost just about getting into the DRS zone. Obviously, it's not F124, where the DRS isn't enabled on lap 2, which I'm sure that some people would... yeah, I'm sure that some people would enjoy, most notably DeflatedWee. Already 1-2, yeah. Yeah, RedDragan, I hope you're alright, mate. Yeah, there's not really much else that I can say to that. Flamingo Eagle and Tomino both getting their way past the Alfa Romeo of Novi. DeflatedWee setting the fastest lap of this race so far as DRS is enabled. As Tomino's also now got past Flamingo. JJ's making a move as well on those soft tyres. We'll actually have a look at positions gained and positions lost, shall we? Deflated and that guy both up 2, Ryan up 1, Ayahuasca up 3, Top Gun up 3, TD and Smaller down 1, Tomino and Flamingo Eagle both up 9, Novi up 1, JJ up 4, Greg has lost 3 places, Sox has gained 1, Chivers has lost 7, Padge has lost 3, Sano has lost 6, Corgi has lost 1, and Adamski, currently in the pit lane again, not entirely sure why, is lost 5. But Deflated is now very, very close to JohnJohn. Yeah, Good was doing a steady race and finished after 2. Oh dear lord, I hope that didn't... I hope he didn't get murdered. But knowing Jeddah, this Flamingo Eagle is the first man to fall prey to the track limits. As he's also Ayahuasca's spun. Ayahuasca's spun from P5. The man who qualified P2 had a brilliant start to this race, as Sano and Corgi both get 3 seconds as well. Ayahuasca has spun. It's unfortunate for him, he was doing so well. Tomino's got up into P7 past SmallerSmiley. Flamingo's dropped the position to Novi as well, presumably under DRS considering their gap. Third turn, my front left went on vacation. Oh dear lord. That sounds horrific. JJ's found himself up into P11, getting past Greg. There's another yellow flag, that is for an angry Corgi. Corgi, if you're XQC. I can't be making those jokes, can I? But Deflated sticking with JohnJohn. Adamski also getting a 3-second penalty. Bottom 3 places currently with 3-second penalties, and Flamingo Eagle in P10 will be wanting to pull away from JJ on those softs. JohnJohn, though, I can't remember honestly where he's strong. Is JJ also getting a 3-second track limit penalty? I think somebody that could hello? English? Somebody that could gain quite a lot from track limits penalties, as Padge has got one as well now. Somebody that could actually gain a lot from track limits penalties is Greg. Greg is actually really well known for not getting track limits penalties, as Deflate goes a bit wide at turn 1 there, as Tomino also gets past TD. But yeah. What was I saying? My brain is not working. Sano's come into the pit lane. What was I going to say? I'm annoyed. Sano has retired in the pit lane. That's unfortunate for Sano. What was I saying? Help. My brain's not working. You guys are having fun in the chat, and I'm really happy about that. You can really tell I'm tired, can't you? Greg has found himself back up into P10. I think Novi's just dropped quite a lot. Excuse me, I haven't really been keeping up with the action. DeflatedWee still within the DRS of JohnJohn, but that guy's a lot closer to Deflated than Deflated is to JohnJohn. Naughty tire. Deflated with DRS. Doesn't look like he's gaining too much inroads, and as I say that, he's just gained about 3/10. But JohnJohn is pulling it all back in the corners. This could open the gap a little bit and possibly open the door for Deflated for that guy to get onto the second step of the podium. JJ getting back past Greg earlier in the lap that you will probably be able to see. And Angry Corgi's also spun out the final corner, which is unfortunate for him. Sox gets the 3-second penalty. Sox another one to get disqualified in the practice race. He's gone actually quite well so far. Sox, he's P14 in the train, but those two Alfa Romeos will hope will be... Sorry about that. Sorry. Oh no. DeflatedWee flashing a little bit there. SmallerSmiley gets the 3-second penalties. Flamingo Eagle also gets past him. And Smaller has made a mistake, and I think he might have spun off in the high-speed section. That is CHIVERS going off. That's a dangerous place to rejoin. Novi gets 3 seconds as well. Or everybody from 12th to last. As I need to invite JJ back. No. There we go. Hopefully he's going to get back in soon. But yeah, everybody from 12th to last has a penalty. Which is kind of mad. Smaller getting past JJ again. CHIVERS also picking up a penalty in the process. There's JJ again. Batteries. I know. And as all of that was happening, that guy's got past Deflated, and he's going to be chasing after JohnJohn now. Honestly, there's another spin. I think Smaller's spun again. Once you start, you can't stop, and it's unfortunate for the man who was doing actually quite decently well. his teammate, I don't want to say flying the flag for Aston, because that sounds like I'm disregarding him, but Smaller needs to probably stop having too aggressive setups. No disrespect to the man, of course, but yeah, as Adamski retires in the pit lane after almost being lapped, Corgi has spun again in the same place that Smaller has. They seem to be doing this a lot recently. Smaller and Corgi both crashed in NA and 81 in the same wall at Qatar last week. Coincidence? I think not. But as Chivers gets past Greg as well, I don't know what my depth perception seems to have just gone really weird with the leaderboard on the left. You guys won't be able to see that, but that's just me standing at the angle that I am to my TV. So, as TD also gets a 3-second penalty, he'll still be in P7 by the time that the race is over, but we'll be hoping to not fall foul of the track limits again. Currently, he wouldn't lose anything. Chivers gets past Ayahuasca as well. What in the heck? What happened there? Something just had a bit of a blip. And SmallerSmiley has spun again on the exit of the double right-handers. Like, I just about keeping it in track numbers there. Dear me. There's that guy. There's Corgi is also spun out in the middle of turn 3. I don't quite know how you do that, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. That guy closing and closing and closing, but can't quite get that close to JohnJohn. Smalls dropped it out of the slow medium speed left-hander coming into the sector split. Corgi gets another 3-second penalty. Unfortunate. Oh, I'm scared for Sunday now. Yeah, There's gonna be detailed after 4 laps is going 5. Oh, why did I read detailed? Deflated. Dear me. You know, Deflated recently has been having a lot of tyre wear issues. SmallerSmiley has retired in the pit lane, as Corgi has also spun out of the high-speed right-handers. He'll want to be careful of the leaders when he comes back onto the track, because they are now right there. It's on the inside. Hopefully he doesn't distract any of them. I don't quite know why that's happened. That one's a bit of a weird one, I'm not gonna lie. But, I think Corgi might come into the pit lane and retire now. Yeah, unfortunate. As Ryan goes around the outside of turn 1. The two rivals for P3 in the championship. Liam... I need to catch myself. Deflated not quite being able to get the switch back. Tomino's already gone from last to P5. The man is on something. I swear to you. Johnny, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm too tired. This is why I asked for help in the general chat. I mean, if one of you wants to join me, you're still welcome. But, you know. Yeah, apologies if I'm being a bit quiet. I'm coming. Thank you. You want an invite? This deflator's already come in. Why the heck is it just going to capture? Yeah, deflator's just come into the pit lane. I think deflated might actually be going for the 2-stop at this rate. TD gets past him. think the two-stop might genuinely be viable. You both want in. I'll get you both in there. Where have you gone? Oh, I don't have you added on here. No. I need to find you. Need to find you. I'm sorry, I'm missing out on the action. What is it, JohnnyB1245? I found in. There we go. There we go. Right, give me 2 minutes because I need to... My headset is being weird. There we go, I should be able to hear you now. Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome to the race midstream. Right. Well, it's had quite a lot of action today, as I'm sure you've been aware. You've also been watching the stream along with me. But currently it is JohnJohn leading from that guy who's 8/10 behind, still in the DRS zone. Ryan just about hanging on to P3, 4 seconds behind the next two, as Top Gun is actually rather close to Ryan there. Tomino just hanging in back, coming from P18, I believe, all the way up to P5 so far. How are you two finding this so far? Ah. I didn't actually pick that up. I thought that was a track limits penalty. Hmm. Ah. Yes, that was Corgi. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think Corgi spun and then went off track limits, as we see Tomino and Top Gun fight for the podium now. Top Gun on the outside, both getting past Ryan. But Tomino makes it through into the podium from P18. This man is on a mission. Off he goes, he's disconnected. You'll get this a lot with RedDragan, he tends to disconnect. Why have you left then? Oh! That was a twitch from Tomino there from P3. I don't know whether that was lag, but that looked incredible. Like an incredible save on stream there. He's up 15 places, so... If I don't give him a English? Hello. If I don't give him a mention in Driver of the Day, I think I might get murdered. Oh, absolutely. In other words, let's go down the field, shall we? To P10, DeflatedWee, probably most likely on the two-stop now. Top Gun getting back past Tomino into turn 1 with the DRS. But Deflated is closing back up to the pack now. He's just close up to Ayahuasca. Novi getting a 3-second penalty in P12. And Sox gets another one as well. Both Alfa Romeos getting one in tandem. That's actually rather funny. DeflatedWee, not yet with a penalty, coming through the field on those new mediums. Hmm. Oh, enable your party audio. You two need to enable your party audio. As you can. You should have done. Oh, for goodness sake. You can tell I'm tired. Oh
There you
no.
go. Include
I'm
my audio.
sorry.
Good job, Willow. Good job.
Facepalm. Oh no.
So I'm here now.
Yeah, you
There
talk
you
for
go.
2 minutes.
You need to enable your audio. Oh, sorry, Padge. You're gonna need to watch this back, and you're gonna be facepalming yourself. Oh no. Yeah,
So
you were
yeah, no,
saying.
as I was saying, I mean, like, Deflated, top tier driver, definitely one of the most talented on pad, 100%. And I have been watching, you know, making sure that I just hope he does well. You know, he always does do well. He races very cleanly, and it's something strange has happened. 3-second pen there.
It's a
That
key
might change
position as
things
well.
a little bit. But
That
like,
guy
something
getting one as well.
strange has happened. Yeah. So I can't.
Oh,
figure out-
JohnJohn in.
Ooh. JohnJohn pulling the trigger for the undercut here. I think that guy was using JohnJohn's
Interesting.
pace a bit here, so I think that guy might be open to getting himself undercut on this one. Top Gun and Tomino have also come in. Ryan has stayed out though.
Interesting.
Chivers with a 3-second penalty. Is that his third? Yep, that is Chivers' third penalty of the night.
You've got quite a few pitting now.
This seems to be the lap that everybody wants to pit tonight. 15 and 16 is the ideal pit lap. I think we all know that. But taking the mediums this far,
Yeah,
bit
that's
of a
exactly
stretch.
what I was just about to say. Yeah, it's
And
taking the
also-
mediums. I mean,
Deflated
guy
has
might be-
undercut himself up into P4 ahead of JohnJohn.
Yeah, but
He
needs
does
to
still
pit
have
another
another
time
stop to
plus.
make. But he
Yeah,
could
he's
be on
hold
the
him
left.
faster
up.
tyre. Yeah, he'd be on the faster tyre come the end. Much faster tyre if he's doing a 3-stop.
2. Not 3.
Deflated. 2, sorry. Yeah, 2.
But yeah, would be a stretch to take to the end. At the same time, our soft tyres enough to overhaul a 22-second gap or so.
It's a bit much, isn't it? Plus going back through the field.
Yep. So that's Ryan coming in as well. That guy has stayed out again. Is he going for medium soft or something?
Oh,
Greg is now holding up. This is interesting battle. He's not holding up. He's forefront. Oh, and he's pitted.
Oh, JohnJohn looking for a
Oh.
move. Deflated moved with him. But JohnJohn retakes the net race lead.
he gains like 2 tenths every turn, even more.
That's fresh tyres for you.
5-lap youngers.
Will be an odd one to see out this race as Top Gun also getting a 3-second penalty.
No, 6 seconds now, mate.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I haven't been keeping up with penalties so far.
Like, he got a 3 seconds penalty after like 15 laps, and then 2 laps later he got another 3.
We've also
Strange.
got Socks and Padge in the pits as we speak. But yeah, interesting one. So far the penalties as it stands. That guy in the lead has not stopped yet, 3-second penalty. Ayahuasca, 5-second penalty.
That
Tomino
guy's in,
and
huh?
Top Gun. Yes, as you do say that. That guy has come in. Very good work there. Tomino and Top Gun both with 3-second penalties. As Deflated has a bit of a moment. That was a
Ooh,
scary
soft.
one. That could have ended in disaster for the Mercedes man. TD in P8 with 3 seconds. Flamingo Eagle with 6 seconds. Chivers having had the spin at the start with 9 seconds. JohnJohn taking the fastest lap of the race. Novi also with 9 seconds in P12. Greg, Ryan, JohnJohn, and Deflated, the only ones in this race without penalties.
Oh, that guy.
Interesting.
He gone
Bold.
for the softs
Okay.
by any chance? He
I
has.
like it. I like it.
Aggressive,
Oh, there's a
but will it pay
battle
off?
between Top Gun, Tomino, and that guy.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've been back. I've been watching them for the last couple of laps, and they've been extremely close. And it just seems like no one can break away from each other between Top Gun and Tomino. It's
Yeah. Fighting for the win in Canada, Top Gun winning out by a matter of inches. I think we all know that one. That one's gone down in the recent news.
7 seconds undercut by JohnJohn.
That is insane. It's genuinely mental. But, yeah, that guy on those softs, he'll want to be ideally breaking DRS of the cars behind. And
Barely
then trying
sharpish,
to
I would have
catch up
said.
to JohnJohn.
I mean, he's brought it down. Yeah, he is bringing it down, but how quickly
Yeah, but-
do those softs die around here?
Yeah,
Very
but
quickly.
the problem is he's pushing a lot and track limits, you know? Yeah, he
Yeah.
has already 3 seconds and
And
he's
he'll
pushing.
eventually
bit.
as well, he'll catch up to Deflated, as that's Tomino looking for a move on the inside of turn 1 with a whole lot more battery than Top Gun, who's flashing. I'm going to presume Top Gun going into the back of him nearly into turn 1, but both of them keeping it out of real trouble. Ayahuasca with another
It's
3-second
like-
time penalty.
Oh
And
no!
Novi with a 12 seconds, is that now?
There's like 7 pages of track limits.
Yeah, that's Novi, who's the first driver in this race to go over 12 seconds. Deflated
no.
Wee finally picks up a 3-second penalty. It's taken him until lap 19 to get one, but JohnJohn, Ryan and Greg are still yet to get one. So, you never know.
So Tomino's job now is to try build a gap because he has that advantage on battery.
Dear, that could have been a close one. That guy coming up towards Deflated now, and he's just got past him. That would have been a move and a half if he decided to go for that in the high-speed right-handers. Yeah,
So
as you were saying.
these, yeah. So I'm just looking now. This could get quite interesting in the next few laps if the guys play it smart. Tomino's doing what I thought he would. So he's trying to break away from Top Gun. But if Top Gun was able to stay with Tomino, he could have saved some battery. You know, brought the fight back to him a few laps later down the line. That could have been an option. I mean,
What
he
we know
still has
from real
options.
life as well is that, as we saw in the sprint, which we all know that you have even less fuel, George Russell's tyres died off in, what, not even 3 laps? So, has that guy made the wrong decision on taking the soft tyres to the end?
it was a gamble and very bold.
But with the hard medium, you open yourself.
Yeah,
for,
but-
you open up. Yeah, English.
Yeah.
You open yourself a whole lot. Open yourself up a whole lot more to better tyre wear, which means that you can afford to push later. So at
Yeah,
this
but
stage, I'd
took
hazard a
his
guess.
ooh.
At this stage, I'd hazard a guess that that guy's tyres and Tomino's tyres are probably around the same level of wear as Deflated Wee comes back into the pit lane for probably another set of soft tyres. As he get
Oh,
dear,
no.
Oh,
that's going to ruin his race.
Interesting.
However, if it's in miles an hour, it could be subject to being removed. What the hell?
Yeah,
just had a
I
bit of a lag
watched that
spike.
as well. Yeah, I watched that as well.
That was a bit of a weird one. Chivers picking up
I'm
another
suggesting
six
this is a really off-color strategy for Wii.
Mm.
I reckon he's still having tyre wear issues.
Oh,
yeah,
which is
100%.
Yeah, which is very strange because it has only happened in the last 2 or 3 races. So I wouldn't have said you know, after the season he has had, I wouldn't have said that it's his driving style. I wouldn't have said that he would have changed something like that.
Hmm.
So it's, yeah, I do find it very strange.
It is a bit of a
Obviously,
weird
first
one.
noticed. Yeah, I think first noticed was definitely Texas. That was an eye opener when we all did that practice.
Yeah. And even then in the race, because Deflated ended that race on 85% tyre wear.
Yeah,
As
on the
Novi
same
gets
life
his,
tyres.
what is that, his 5th penalty of the night? Yep, 15
Quick
seconds for Novi.
notes.
Ouch.
Page after page after page.
The thing is, you're allowed to look at the race director. I'm not.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Not only will I
John
blow up
is
my
at
eyes
risk,
even more,
just to let
but
you know.
he's at risk. What, of a penalty? This isn't something we can disclose. You know this.
Oh, on Sunday they revealed my track limits warnings, so I
Did
think
they?
we can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, Chivers go around the outside of Flamingo Eagle.
We's having a look as well.
He won't want to get stuck behind them.
I'm just wondering if the red mist has descended on Wee, because I tell you this now, he will not be happy.
Oh, absolutely not. Oh,
On
he's gone for it. Outside of the hairpin, nearly.
Doing
Flamingo
what?
Eagle nearly drops it, and he's
Good,
got Chivers on the
good,
exit as
wow.
well.
Wow.
Good overtake.
That is clean.
Very clean.
That
Meanwhile,
was
all of this has
one
been
of the
happening.
moves of the season for me, and I'm not even joking.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, bravo, Wee, bravo. And he's pulled a gap.
I'm clapping virtually. For those of you who have seen This Is
Ooh.
Not a Game, you will know what I'm talking about. Oh no, what's it called? There is no game.
Oh, Flamingo Eagle on Chivers.
Ooh. Did Chivers make a mistake there? Or is he playing DRS chicken? No, he hasn't quite got the DRS, but... Yes. This has been a chaotic race, you can tell I'm tired.
That's okay, we're here to help.
Yay, I'm not going to be on my own anymore. Jeez. Oh my word.
Oh,
Chivers going around the outside of turn 1 to make the inside for turn 2.
I like it. I like this.
That's a move and a half.
fantastic overtakes.
Yeah, for a
What?
track that isn't really known
Oh,
for
what
overtaking,
happened?
as that
Oh,
is
someone
Novi that has spun, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Novi.
no words, just one.
Yeah. But if we go back
And
up
I've
to the
seen
front
something
as well.
very interesting, which I can't say on stream.
Oh dear. Has somebody picked up a warning where they shouldn't have?
No, we'll, yeah, just remember lap 23, we'll discuss that later.
Oh,
It's,
is that the top
don't
one?
worry, it's nothing too juicy, but I can't say it now.
Tomino's going for the move. And Tomino takes P2.
Ooh, little snap there.
But together, both of them are actually closing on JohnJohn, but with their 3-second penalties each, they still won't be able to win unless JohnJohn gets a 3-second penalty.
I mean,
Flamingo Eagle getting back past
JohnJohn
Chivers as
needs
well.
to, like I did on Sunday, he can stay calm. He has 3.5 seconds of a gap. He can stay calm on track limits.
What did
and
you
bring
say?
it home. He can simply bring it home. And there's
You
no
can't
need to
swear on
push.
stream. That's what it sounded like.
What?
That's what it
Willow, you're
sounded
too
like.
tired.
You can tell my
Interesting.
brain's not working. Yeah.
What did I say wrong?
Are we allowed to say how many warnings a certain person has? Or penalties?
No, we can't, just in case there are other people, but you can say that somebody is on however many warnings, you just can't specify who, and
Well,
I hope
I'm
that
just-
that would be all
I'm
right.
just going up and down the grid, and I just happen to be looking through certain names, and there are a few on that cusp of getting a pen, which could switch up the order a little bit.
Maybe, possibly, but we don't know. As DeflatedWee now gets past TD, I think that would be TD letting him go. To chase
Shivers isn't giving up.
in front.
This is brilliant.
Oh my word.
Oh,
This
These
is
two
brilliant.
going hammer and tong as Novi gets his 6th penalty of the night, as Flinger was a little bit wide there. Novi on 18 seconds of penalties. Not as bad as Chivers last week, who had 27. But,
It's an improvement.
you know, not
Ooh,
bad.
someone's
There's a
spun.
yellow flag. That is Novi out of the final corner. It's not been a great race today for Novi, has it? 18 seconds of penalties and a couple spins here and there. Unfortunate.
All in all, though,
Really? Oh. Oh dear. Ah. That may enable a
He's not
want
the
to
only
stay
one.
behind people as he gets a 3-second penalty
Oh.
to his name. He's got 12
I can
seconds of
confirm.
penalty. They both have 12 seconds of penalty, so they'll both lose a place to Greg. Go ahead.
This is very interesting. Very
What's up?
interesting. It's I can't say, but yes, he's not the only one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Chivers having a nice little drift through turn 1 there.
All in all, though, it's been tidy racing. Ignore the track limits. It is extremely hard here to keep within track limits.
As we found
it
out the
has
hard
been-
way from the practice race.
Yes, it is extremely hard. We also found this out the hard way, me and RedDragan last season, when it
Dear
happened to
God.
be. Yeah, it was
Aw.
just. It was very, very tough. And when you are battling with someone with a similar pace, as we can see with Shivers and sorry, even I can't speak now.
My
We'll-
tiredness
We'll
has
go
rubbed
with the
off on you.
AlphaTauri. Yeah, we'll
Nah,
go with the
we-
AlphaTauri.
we were good
When you-
boys last season, me and you, Johnny.
Yeah,
we only
we
had
were.
3 seconds.
Yeah, we had only 3 seconds, but the other part to that is you try so hard to stay within track limits that you end up finding someone with the same pace, and it's
Ah.
very hard to outpace someone with the same pace, especially around here, with only
Yeah.
one DRS, and that was a big snap for Shivers.
I
Ooh.
think
Big snap.
Ayuska is getting Chivers' position right now.
Is he really?
Yep.
What do the penalties look like? Chivers has 15 seconds. Ayahuasca is...
Oh, no. I
Ooh.
think by 1 second, maybe. Yeah, 1 second.
in and around that kind of gap.
Yes, fresher tires. Fresher tires.
See, the thing is, right, Ayahuasca had a 5-second penalty from earlier, which I think, JohnnyB, you commented on.
Yes.
If
And it
he
is still
had
there,
not
I
had that,
checked.
I think he might have been ahead of Greg. I think he might
Yeah,
have
but
served it in his pit stops.
yeah, he served it, but
Unfortunate for
I
Aya,
think it'll be
qualified
done.
P2, but...
I wonder. Oh no. Yeah.
What's that?
I wonder if he'd be able to try get because I honestly didn't see the track go yellow. That was when I was watching it on stream. I didn't see the track go yellow at any point when that penalty come up. So I just found it very, very strange. But I wasn't on board. I didn't watch what happened. So it's it was a very strange one. It just come up saying speeding
So
under
the
yellow, and I just
flag. That socks.
just spun.
For a second there, I saw a Ferrari in the yellow flag zone and looked to where the mini-maps of the previous cars were, and it was Tomino and that guy. I'm just like, has he seriously just made a mistake in the penultimate lap as Chivers gets back past Flamingo as well? The tap
this
from
is
Flamingo behind.
brilliant.
But yeah, I genuinely thought that JohnJohn had made a mistake. For a second there, I genuinely did.
One thing I have noticed with Tomino and JohnJohn, the gap seems to have stalled at around 3.1.
That guy's also dropped out of DRS now. So that would be key, you might say. Right. Should we go on board with JohnJohn for the final lap?
Yeah.
Victory tour. As
Hope you don't jinx it.
at this stage, it looks all but wrapped up for the Ferrari man. As JJ gets another 3 seconds. Sock's fighting with Padge.
If he wins the championship, right?
Yes. I think in order to tie, he needed 19, and in order to win, he needed 20. And with this win, I think that puts him into tied P1
Oh.
with
Oh.
what's going on back there? I hear some
this
odd
one.
noises.
Yeah, this one.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna
Contact.
say, I think with this win, this puts him tied P1 with
Oh, wait.
DeflatedWee for the most consecutive wins a driver has ever had.
Did
Meanwhile,
Flamingo Eagle
John's-
finish the fuel?
Yes.
Don't know.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
he
going
has.
super slow.
He is cutting this fine.
No.
He knows he's got it
no,
anyway
no.
because of the penalty. But JohnJohn is the Season 6
Whilst
no assist
all of that-
champion.
Bravo
Well
to him.
done, JohnJohn.
Not only is he also now P1 for the most consecutive wins in a row,
Too good.
Flamingo Eagle getting a 10 seconds, that might get removed because of the fuel glitch. If you run out of fuel, track limits become extremely harsh, but congratulations to JohnJohn. I think that Greg's run out of fuel as well. Yeah, Greg is coasting.
So the two that ran out of fuel that I was on about at lap 23 that I couldn't
Oh, yeah,
say
yeah. You finished it.
were the ones that, ironically, ran out of fuel. That's why I couldn't say nothing on lap 23, because
Yeah.
they were both on yellow, and I was like, I can't say nothing.
Fair enough.
But, fair play to the guys that finished, and extremely fair play for the people that did not get track limits, because I know firsthand how hard it is not to get
Was it
track
just
limits here.
JohnJohn and Ryan that ended up with no penalties by the end?
I
Yep.
believe it was, yes.
That is
to the-
insane.
And this is not taking it away from the guys that did get penalties. All of these guys that are racing tonight are some of the best in our league, if
This
not
is
Oh, yeah,
corrected.
100%.
So it just goes to show how tricky this track can be and how harsh it is. But congratulations, well done, JohnJohn.
Yeah, congratulations to Tomino as well, going from 18th to P2. If he'd decided last, he would have done a Juan Pablo Montoya. But on the top step of the podium, holding up the flag of his home country in the US, JohnJohn is your Season 6 no assist champion. That's, I think, 2 in a row for JohnJohn now. I think only one other person's ever managed to do that, and that was Josh in Seasons 3 and 4.
Fantastic. That's, yeah, spot on there. Congratulations to him. And
Fully
from now on,
deserved.
JohnJohn, if you do watch the stream back, you are starting from the back for the last 3 races.
Oh dear. And that, yeah, this is your order of the day. JohnJohn taking
job.
top honours, putting himself tied for the most wins in a row. Tomino going from P18 to P2, as mentioned, getting the fastest lap as well in the process. That guy coming home in P3 for, I think, his first podium of the season. Top Gun with a great drive from P9 to P4. Ryan falling from P3 to P5. DeflatedWee 2-stop not quite paying off, but still gets him P6. TD in P7 for Mercedes, as he's reserving in for today. Chivers is P8. Ayahuasca P9, falling from P2. Unfortunate for him with the spin early on, but has a good recovery. Greg starting in P10 and finishing there as well. Flamingo Eagle from 19th to 11th. Good recovery there from qualifying. Padge P12, Novi P13, Sox P14, JJ P15. Last of the finishing runners. Smaller, Corgi, Adamski, and Sano, the DNF'd cars. That was a speed run of doing that.
That was the most awake you've been all night.
And I didn't screw it up at all. Oh dear. Well
No,
done,
fair
TD.
play,
That was a
Willow.
good drive from you today, mate. But
Well done to everyone. Well done to everyone.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it was a very good race.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyable, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I know you two joined midway through the stream, but
Hey, we're here to help. Hey, we're always here to help.
yippee!
Would you like to sign yourself off, Willow?
Yeah, JohnnyB, this is your first stream, isn't it?
It is my first stream, yes.
You did very well.
Yeah. I somehow managed to not swear, so we're doing well.
You've got a good track record so far.
Started out my streaming career very well.
Yeah. Right, well, next, to say I didn't touch the game for a month. Yeah, TD, you did amazingly, mate. To be fair, you were P3 at China at the start of the season, so a bit of a fall from grace, but also Qatar's a very hard track to learn, and you haven't come back for a while, so congratulations to you, mate.
Yeah, fair play to just jumping on, being right up there.
Yeah. Next week will be Monza. The sprint race. The final one of the
That's a
season.
long day. That's a long day.
That'll be a long day, but not as long as this. This was thoroughly enjoyable. I hope you guys at home enjoyed it as well. And yeah, championship wrapped up. Constructors fight to look back forward to. English, please work for next week. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Bye.